Police need help to ID teens in the daylight. Shootout caught on camera. Now,
youths.
Now, Steve or Scott, don't freak out. These guys are probably under 18. Okay, so
yeah, they're youths.
They're probably not going to give their names.
Yeah, I got their pictures.
You got their pictures. Okay. All right.
I did. They released them.
And this was scary and wild. A shootout in the middle of the day, a 10-year-old child caught in the middle of it, and now we know how it started. Memphis police say they were trying to rob somebody for a pair of shoes. This happened a week ago, March 7th, on Yale Road between Raleigh and Bartlett. Memphis police say there was a group of 5 young people, one of them only 10, trying to steal shoes from somebody outside a convenience store. Well, the person ran inside the store, and that's when somebody in that car sitting across the lot, look at it. See the gun poke out?
Yeah.
Opening fire on those kids. Well, they have a gun too, and they shoot back. It doesn't appear anybody was hit. But later, the person, it appears to be a child, whose shoes they were trying to steal, they came up on him, yeah, and he runs for help.
Hey, let me
Kid.
Right? So the homeowner did let him in and called police. Memphis police were asking anyone with information on those 5 young kids, including the 10-year-old, to call.
So did motorcycle going by? So did they chase him to that house?
Yeah, what happened was these suspects here went into that store trying to rob the initial victim of his shoes at gunpoint. And the victim looks like he got on the phone and may have called the guy in the car and told him what's going on. And the guy in the car opens fire on these suspects, and which gives the first victim time to run out of the store. And they get in the shootout with the guy in the car. Then they went chasing after the guy they tried to rob of his shoes, and the guy. The victim runs into a yard, and there's two little kids playing in the yard, and he puts them in danger.
Yeah,
he's yelling at them, let me in.
Steve, this guy, he doesn't even drop his Coke.
Nope.
No. So I was watching one of the other reporters, and she's standing in front of the door, and she says that the business owner in this establishment knows these youths, these children, and they come in all the time, and they always come in with guns. So he posted if you look, there's a sign that says no guns. So I'm confused. Well, the guy in the black car didn't bring his gun into the store. He stayed outside with it. And, but he says these kids come in his store all the time with guns. So he had to post a
no guns allowed sign.
So what was the date on this?
This just recently happened, and this was in Tennessee. I don't know if Tennessee is one of those any fool can carry a gun states.
Oh, there it is.
Beep. I need that buzzer. But you can't carry a gun in that store because he has a sign. I'm sure
he has a sign. So I don't understand how that happened.
Now is that little guy who's with them that's allegedly 10 years old? Is he a victim or is he a suspect in the eyes of the public, in the eyes of the law? Because they really the reporter really sounded concerned for that 10-year-old who's with these guys.
Isn't the 10-year-old the one that they were going to steal his shoes?
No, he's the little guy that you see him with the 4 guys.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
No, the guy that stealing his shoes, the guy you see running across the backyard asking, let me in.